This time there is video evidence that it is happening again tonight. A new clip that has everyone asking the same question has gone viral on the internet. What actually transpired that evening between Chrissy and Jim? Because everything is altered by what we just saw. Fans have been fed carefully edited remarks, lies, and cover-ups for months. However, the curtain has now been torn open by a leaked tape that is instead raw and utterly terrifying. The sound of something breaking, the accusations, the shouts, and one muttered statement that has already gone viral. "It would never escape, you declared." Twitter collapsed in a matter of minutes. Hashtags like #Jim lied again and #Chrissy exposed went viral. Celebrities are taking down their posts. PR teams are rushing, don't they? Additionally, insiders caution that this is only the start because that video contains more than simply an argument. A breakdown has occurred. It's manipulation, envy, treachery, and something far more sinister. It's only a piece of what actually happened. According to people close to the couple, voicemails, messages, and even a concealed camera angle that nobody was meant to see are all present. And it's all coming out tonight. Every detail of that night, every scream, every secret is going to be examined. Do you believe you know the tale? Rethink your thoughts. They never intended for you to hear this truth. Nobody thought the video was authentic when it initially surfaced. A muffled conversation, a dimly lighted hallway, and finally her scream. It sounded like a glass crack echoing down the hallway. There was no doubting it. Even when fans compared shadows, boosted the audio, froze the frame, and even traced the reflection off a glass door. They were the ones, the pair that everyone believed to be Jim and Chrissy ideal. There were no longer any rumors about the night. Everything came apart. Someone had leaked it after it was captured. Silent laughter opens the video. The kind of laughter you fake when cameras are still rolling. However, then something changes. "Stop pretending, Jim." Chrissy responds, "You started this." The next 5 seconds are filled with commotion, a thud, glass breaking, and a shaky but sharp whispering voice. "You informed me that she was gone." And the video ends there. However, the internet took off. A Reddit thread purported to have the entire tape in a matter of minutes. "There's more. You can hear someone else in the room," wrote a user under the handle @NightVisionLeague. Screenshots came next. They were grainy, blurry, but damning. Fans thought the figure in the background, partially obscured by a curtain, was Jim's alleged golden hour co-star, Leila Torres. The woman tabloids claimed he got too close to during filming. Leila's representative denied it right away. But a voice note that was barely 9 seconds long and had a woman sobbing quietly and mumbling, "He told me he'd left her," was leaked. Fans insisted that the voice was that of Ella, even though it hasn't been confirmed. The tenor tone and sadness were all the same, and within hours, #late went viral. Jim's public relations team called the video a fake, but insiders from the set of the movie disagreed, and one crew member, who only went by pulled a "we saw things," said the Gossip Channel. Things that didn't feel professional were late-night calls, disputes after takes, etc. Next, follow with text messages, which were screenshots of Chrissy's private iCloud communications with the label Jim Foul that had been leaked. "You lied again. I have the messages. I have the recording. Don't test me," she writes in them. He apparently responded in a tone devoid of love by simply saying, "You wouldn't dare." By sunrise, it was a war. Detectives on TikTok had already pieced together a chronology. Jim was attending a charity event the night of the argument. Chrissy did not appear in a paparazzi film. He was seen leaving early with his phone in hand and a tense expression. He is seen pulling into their private home 3 minutes later. The world now knows that everything went wrong, and that's where the video starts. Here's the twist though. Someone within their circle had that film. As per a recent unidentified insider who goes by the name Echo, no paparazzi filmed the video. Their home security feed was the source. It was not intended for public consumption. In a since-deleted post, Echo wrote, "After the split, someone went to their Nest account. This isn't the entire video. What's coming next is worse." Like wildfire, theories proliferate. Some said that Chrissy exposed Jim by leaking it herself. According to some, Jim's crew leaked it ahead of her in order to win sympathy. Next week, inform everyone about the interview. Then again, everything was different. Another audio snippet appeared. A phone conversation that was recorded and played on the speaker. The other person's voice. "You have to keep her under control," yelled Jim's manager. Fans repeatedly played Jim's sad, broken response. "It's already too late." After he said, "If she talks, we're all done." Was it too late? What did they have to hide? And what did it imply? That we were all finished. Celebrities started to voice their opinions as the commotion developed. Truth burns, but lie scar was the mysterious tweet that Leila sent. but it was removed minutes after. In an Instagram story, model Zoe Quinn, Chrissy's best friend, stated that he was simply not meant to hit the record. Then an hour later, "I erased it." Jim, meanwhile, became radio quiet. Nothing, no appearances, no words. However, that quiet only made everything worse, claiming to hear shouting coming from inside his Los Angeles house. Paparazzi set up camp outside. According to TMZ, emergency personnel were dispatched to the property. Unconfirmed, but enough to throw social media into a panic. Around midnight, a fresh leak surfaced and fans started posting threads with the subject. Jim's breakdown is happening live, a 3-second video that was shared on a burner's Twitter account demonstrates what appeared to be Jim unkempt pacing a pitch-black room while saying, "They'll destroy me if I tell them." The video disappeared in a matter of minutes. However, screenshots went viral right away. What little sanity the internet still had was broken by another twist, just as it was starting to gather its thoughts. Speaking anonymously, a close friend of Chrissy told a well-known gossip podcast that the dispute was about money rather than infidelity. Chrissy allegedly learned about a covert production agreement that Jim had signed under both of their identities without disclosing to her. She wasn't merely upset. According to the insider, she suffered both money and emotional betrayal. She desired to leave. He lost his temper when she confronted him that evening. Within hours, the podcast episode was taken offline and replaced with a takedown notice from the authorities. However, it didn't buy then issue. Millions of people screen recorded, reposted, and examined every word. People on Reddit began drawing connections between Jim's financial records and an offshore account that was found using the identity James M. Cole. Even the bank documents were allegedly accessible to one person. He transferred half of her equity. The dispute was never about love. According to the Post, it's all real. It has to do with treachery. Even Chrissy's relatives had contributed by sunrise. In a tweet, her sister pleaded with him to keep it private. He gave her no other option. Screenshots survive on the internet. Even when the tweet was removed, fans started repeatedly posting the same statement on Jim's social media accounts. "She was gone, you said?" Then came the most startling revelation yet. A voicemail that is private purportedly surfaced from Jim to an unidentified phone. "Please tell them I didn't mean it." He continues, his voice cracking, but who was he talking to? Ella, his boss, or someone else entirely? She wasn't supposed to see it. One detail froze viewers as the video went viral. There is a faint sound of wailing in the background, not Jim's. Fans of a lady amplified the sound, cut off the frequencies, and said that it was Chrissy's voice. In a matter of hours, tabloids cried out evidence of her presence. A hashtag storm came after hashtag Jim exposed, hashtag justice for Chrissy. Thea didn't want to see hashtag the outside both of their residences. Reporters set up camp. Copters flew overhead. Nevertheless, one tweet cut through the commotion and silenced everything. It was uploaded from Chrissy's official account at 2:14 a.m. "None of us escape, unscathed if they see the rest." The internet went down. Was it a threat, an admission, or a warning? Nobody was aware. A hacking collective known as the Backroom, however, asserted that they had the entire uncut video and said they would release it in less than 48 hours. As evidence, a blurry screenshot was posted. 1 hour, 37 minutes and 42 seconds, ways recorded by a timestamp and 2 silhouettes beneath it. In total, Jim Chrissy is facing each other. Darkness. The world went crazy, and something unimaginable occurred right as supporters believed they were at the height of their craziness. Chrissy's private backup account, to which no one had previously had access, received a fresh message. The following morning, the entire globe had disappeared. Crazy. The Backroom fulfilled their promise. At precisely 300 a.m., the entire video was leaked. Hundreds downloaded it, mirrored it, and shared it all over the place before it was uploaded to a covert server that crashed in a matter of minutes. Due to the overwhelming number of traffic, Chrissy storms into the picture first, holding her phone and applying mascara while barefoot. "You lied to me," she yells, her voice weak. Jim follows, his eyes wild and his shirt half-buttoned. He yells, "You went through my emails," I said, when she tosses something, possibly a glass. It clashes with the wall. "Then you removed my name from the contract," in a scarcely audible whisper. That line validated it, and the internet ceased to exist. The rumor of the covert production agreement was accurate. Archival files from the California Business Registry were immediately retrieved by fans. A Jim's signature was the sole one on SolarGate Media, the shell corporation. Chrissy was meant to be a co-producer in the $1 million contract. She had been deleted instead. Chrissy's voice suddenly fades to a whisper at times, stomped to 114. The moment that exploded the fandom. Was it worthwhile? She freezes as Jim approaches her, his face unreadable, and says, "You don't understand. They made me do it," she demands. Who? But the television goes blank before he can respond. But not until 2 more seconds of the audio continued to play. 2 seconds. And there's another voice in that area. The universe shattered when a woman's voice called out, "Don't tell her yet." Who's that voice? Tone and frequency were matched by fans using AI analysis technologies. A 97% match with Layla Torres was the outcome. Immediately, her team disputed it, claiming it was deep fake manipulation. Then, however, a fresh leak appeared. There is a purported text exchange between Leela and his studio executive, only a timestamp, a week prior to the dispute. He promised to fix it before Ella found out. It's too late, Zach. She is aware already. It's overly Ellie. I'm done sheltering him. Tell him. Timestamps, screenshots, headers for messages. Everything appeared genuine. Fans discovered that the sender device matched one of Ella's previous iPhones after comparing metadata. Nevertheless, her attorney threatened legal action. Her Instagram disappeared. The rumors just got more intense. Chrissy's inner circle, meanwhile, started voicing one's opinion. In a live video, So Quinn was clearly scared. So remarked, "She wasn't just hurt, she was terrified. She told me she'd found something bigger than either of them, something that could destroy careers." But when pressed on what that meant, Zoe's reaction, the stream suddenly stopped. Her account was locked a few moments later. The number of Twitter threads increased exponentially. According to one, the dispute was about a cover-up rather than love or money. An insider claiming to have been employed by SolarGate in legal, unauthorized footage and non-disclosure payments were mentioned in an email chain that was obtained by the media. The SGM Blackfo folder was mentioned in the OB emails. After a voice memo emerged from an unidentified source, fans conjectured that it had behind-scenes audio from their impending Docosaur's raw video that was never intended to screen. "If this ever gets out, they'll bury me. They'll bury us both." Chrissy can be heard sobbing in it, and every talk show, fan forum, and gossip site erupted into a frenzy. More theories were developed than could be refuted. Was Jim being blackmailed by Chrissy? Was Jim present defending another person? Why did I completely disappear from social media after 9 a.m.? The following turn of events was unanticipated. Jim's ex-publicist, a woman named Melina Cortez, who went on a rogue live stream. "You all believe you understand the nature of that altercation." She gave a sneer. "You don't." They had already argued, all 7 were recorded, and this was the final one. The internet almost crashed. For months, Jim had been surreptitiously recording his confrontations with Chrissy for legal reasons. According to Melina, she claimed that someone she would not identify had hacked the tapes, which were kept on a cloud drive called GSSE Archive. "The video you've watched, that's hardly the worst one," she said. "Not even the real one has fallen yet." Supporters pleaded for evidence. With a sly smile, Melina took out her phone. "Do you want evidence?" After saying that, a 5-second clip was played. Chrissy trembled in her voice. "They will arrive if you inform them of the messages for myself." Then there was quiet. Less than an hour later, her account was banned, but the harm was permanent. That 5-second excerpt went viral in a matter of minutes. Supporters started analyzing every word and breath. "I felt certain Chrissy was referring about to a bigger thing, a web of deceit that extended beyond Jim and her." By the following evening, the event was being covered by newsreaders as if it were a national emergency. Talk shows included split screens with dramatic captions like "True," that showed Jim and Chrissy's faces next to each other, or "Catastrophe." In a final statement, Jim's attorney accused all of the leaks of being fake. Social media, however, didn't buy it. Then at Vault Witness, an anonymous Twitter account shared what they said was evidence of the cover-up. 3 months prior to the split, a studio document mentioning a repressed occurrence during the production of The Hour of Gold. Jim Cole, Chrissy Lampkin and Layla Torres were the 3 names mentioned in the memo. The containment approach, and the topic line. That sentence sent shockwaves. Tactic for containment. What did they contain? Fans conjectured that it had to do with that purportedly unapproved video. A Reddit user claimed to have seen it and stated that it was about something unlawful rather than contracts or cheating. Within minutes, the post was removed, but not before screenshots went viral. In a vehement statement, Leela's agent accused malevolent online actors of using false evidence to harm her. However, the world came to a halt when a paparazzi picture was released. At 3:17 a.m., Ella took a picture outside her home. Umbrith was carrying what appeared to be a hard drive, with a face concealed beneath a hood. The internet went crazy. There were threads with the title, "The drive exists." Others saw something more in the window's reflection behind Jim. In the release film, and TikTokers claimed to have heard Ella's voice muttering, "Don't tell her yet." A red light, dim and blinking, a recording apparatus. What if there wasn't a spontaneous argument? Could it have been staged? The fandom was split on theories. According to Team Chrissy, she was exposing corruption. She had gone rogue. According to Team Jim, fabricating the story to get even. Both were accused by Team Ella of using her as a prop to hide their own scandals. When everyone believed that the dust perhaps settled,